Well, it looks like The Man Without Fear is finally back, and I am here for it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey travelers, welcome back to Roberto's Room. First of all, before we get started on this review, I really just want to say thank you to everyone that has shown my shorts that I've been making some support. I've been feeling under the weather. Honestly, all of my house has been under the weather from my dogs. To my wife, so thank you so much. I actually had some shorts go over 2,000 views, which I thought was incredible. Not only that, but my subscribers have grown in the last few weeks, even though I haven't been making videos, and I'm so sorry about that, but we are coming back ready to go because Born Again, of course, while I'm sick, had to release. And I'm sitting there just like, I want to review this, but I didn't want to give y'all just me tired, and I wanted to come back when I was fresh, when I was ready to go. And here we go. We are back in the Netflix world. It really was a kind of homecoming for me, seeing Charlie Cox, seeing Deborah Ann Woll, Eldon Hansen, all reprising their roles. I thought, it was like I said, it was like a homecoming, if you will. Wilson Fisk, of course, played by the incredible Vincent D'Onofrio, which I have to say, just off the bat, both Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio were born to play these characters. Honestly, there have been times where I'm watching Charlie Cox do an interview, and I'm struggling with whether or not he's actually blind, because, I don't know, it's one of these people that just settles into a character so well. Like, the character was built for him, kind of like famously RDJ, Iron Man, and a ton of others that I could mention here, but it really feels like Charlie Cox just kind of slipped back into Daredevil, and here we go again, and this season starts off with a bang, which before we continue, I just want to mention a few things. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe. I am so thankful for all of the growth, like I said, that this channel has experienced, and I want to keep it going. I want to get up to that 500 subscribers, and that's kind of my goal for right now. I have kind of a special treat if we get there. Little tease for what's to come. Also, I will mention that this review is non-spoilers. We're going to be talking about the first 2 episodes of Daredevil Born Again. We get to see all of these characters back, and it really feels like they are starting where the Netflix season left off, which is kind of nice. I have heard, and this is not really a spoiler, maybe kind of, but not really, so don't be scared, that there's going to be some time jumps. There actually was a time jump of 1 year in the second episode, and I like that because I feel like they're trying to catch up from where they were to current day. As you know, 5 years have passed since the events of Avengers Endgame, so I feel like that's a smart way to do it, and I'm here for it. Honestly, I think it's a really good idea. Like I said, everyone kind of slips back into all of their roles. We even have Vanessa back, played by Ayelet Zurer, which I think she's just awesome in this role, and she really comes off as commanding, but it doesn't, to me at least, and you know that I don't like all the woke stuff that Marvel's doing or that Star Wars and Disney are doing, but it doesn't really feel girl bossy. It really feels like, she's still wary of Wilson, but they have a mutual respect, especially with Wilson having been gone after the events of Echo, which I know a lot of y'all don't want to watch that show, but he suffered a gun injury and he was recovering. So right before this season picks up, you have that going on. So we do kind of pick up from there, and there's a lot that is going on, especially in the first episode, with one really big thing happening, which I will not spoil, but you really need to go see it because it is awesome. We get a really awesome fight between Daredevil and Bullseye as well, which I thought was great. I can see, the Netflix action is still there. It's really gritty. It's really brutal. I will say, though, and I had a couple of things that as I was watching, I was like, okay. While the show has so far in the first 2 episodes had a really fast pace to it, some of the shots were a little janky. They want to have Daredevil, you know, kind of flying through the city. And there were a couple of shots in there that I'm like, really? Could we not have done something else there? It just, especially the first time we see Daredevil, there's this, and again, it's super janky. And it kind of took me out of it for a second. And then, you know, it kind of, I was back into it because of everything that was going on. But it really kicks off with a bang. And again, I don't want to spoil things here, but you really do get to get a reintroduction to everyone. And you do find out that Wilson Fisk is looking to run for mayor, which is something that goes into episode 2, which sets up a really awesome storyline from the comics that, honestly, especially considering Spider-Man, which is not name dropped, but teased or talked about, as well as Punisher, which we know is in season 1 of Born Again. I really like where they're going with what's going on in New York with Wilson Fisk being mayor. If you know the comics, there is a whole great comic line there that Spider-Man, it's a Spider-Man comic line with Wilson Fisk. And I'm really excited to see if they do follow that up with a more Spider-Man-centric project. I'm really excited about where this could go, and it really gives a chance for Spider-Man to have more of a street-level story if they will finally commit to one, which I hope they will. But like I said, everyone kind of slips back into their roles seamlessly, especially Bullseye, who gets kind of an upgrade. We actually get him with his signature Bullseye suit. A kind of a militarized version of it, and I liked it. It was really cool to see him and just pick his character up where we left off and see them fight again. I love watching Daredevil and Bullseye just go at it, and it is brutal to see them go at it. There's a lot of brutality in these first 2 episodes. I think it's kind of Disney trying to tell you, hey, yes, we are still doing the brutal nature of the Netflix show, which I thought, great, that's awesome. You know, that's what fans of the Netflix show tuned into, to see something a little bit more adult, especially when it comes to the fighting. We want to feel those punches, and we definitely do feel them here. Again, there's a couple of spots with not only the effects, but also the editing. There's one cut in particular where we cut from something happening on ground floor level to Daredevil screaming, and it just, there's nothing leading into the cut. It feels like something was missing from in between there to lead into the cut. It was just really odd, which I'm hoping that as we keep going that they fix a lot of these issues. I know that this series was kind of rewritten as it went. I know Kevin Feige, who I pray can nail the landing on this one, basically said, you know what, page 1 rewrite halfway through production, which I thought was commendable if that actually was the case. I guess we'll see what that resulted in, but I'm really excited to see characters like Punisher come in, and as well as, I believe, Muse as well, which is going to be a villain in this. He was in the trailers. And also we get to meet White Tiger, or at least the senior version of White Tiger, not Ava Ayala, but her dad, and he's kind of involved in some kind of cop conspiracy, and Matt, of course, wants to help him out, which was really, I liked seeing him, and I'm really excited to see, knowing that both of them are vigilantes, where that relationship is going to go. I really want to see more of him in the suit. We've only got to see him in just a little bit of a snippet, so I really would love to see, especially him and Matt, team up and fight together. Again, I'm looking forward to Punisher and everything that this season is going to throw at us, because it's a lot from what I've heard. But I want to know your thoughts. I want to know exactly what you thought of Daredevil Born Again episodes 1 and 2. Please don't spoil in the comments. I want people to be able to enjoy this like I got to. I'm really looking forward to episode 3, and I will be dropping that review for y'all. Again, I am so thankful for everyone that is tuning into this channel. Thankful for all of you that, in spite of my absence, as I've kind of recovered are still here and are still tuning in. Please, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, just click on that beautiful little bell, and as well like, and I would love, like I said, to hear your comments on this video. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where we go from here. Well, thank you so much for joining us in this review, and as always, travelers, go with grace.